For decades, the ability to build software operated like a walled city. If you had an idea, you needed an army of developers, months of time, and hundreds of thousands of dollars just to lay the foundation. A tiny fraction of the population controlled the output. They were the ones who could read the syntax and speak a machine's language, keeping the capacity to innovate locked securely behind lines of code. Then, almost overnight, that massive barrier collapsed. We are now looking at the rise of the new software composer. Everyday people with zero technical background are building functional, complex tools simply by describing their ideas in plain English. An application that used to require a team of specialists and a $50,000 budget can now be prototyped, tested, and launched in a single afternoon for the price of a standard monthly subscription. This shift moves the power of production into the hands of the individual. When the technical barrier disappears, the person who has the idea is finally the same person who can build it. When you sit down to compose software, you are no longer laying the bricks. You operate as the architect holding the blueprint, while AI steps in as your highly specialized construction crew. You provide a prompt describing the layout, the colors, and the behavior you want. The system processes that instruction and instantly renders a fully functional front-end user interface. But the heavy lifting happens beneath that surface. The AI independently constructs the back-end architecture. It sets up secure databases as the application's memory, wires up external APIs, and builds complex logic to process data without you writing a single line of code. You are effectively directing an entire engineering department through conversational text, condensing months of specialized labor into a few hours of iteration. Building the software is only the baseline. The technology allows you to immediately shift from building a product to actively running an entire business using an invisible workforce. You can spin up autonomous AI employees programmed with specific roles, giving them the agency to execute multi-step operational tasks on your behalf. These agents are currently being deployed to read and sort inboxes, make live voice calls to negotiate, and manage schedules around the clock. For complex problems, you can assign multiple sub-agents to a single task. They will analyze the data, propose counter-arguments, and even argue with one another until they agree on the most efficient logic to execute. You are now managing multiple layers of activity simultaneously, directing specialized agents to handle the logistical friction that usually stalls a one-person operation. With the product built and the operations running, the final requirement is customer acquisition. AI handles that too. You feed a script into a video generation tool that outputs high-definition advertisements featuring photorealistic avatars delivering your pitch with specific inflection and timing. Those ads filter leads directly to specialized sales bots. These digital representatives conduct personalized outreach, hold dynamic conversations to qualify prospects, and book the final appointments directly on your calendar. Through natural language, one person can construct a self-sustaining system. They design the product, automate the daily operations, and distribute the marketing, creating a business loop orchestrated entirely through text. The friction between an idea and its digital execution has largely been removed. This level of accessibility is no longer a future prediction. It is the current baseline. Your capacity to build a tech empire is now limited by how well you can formulate an idea and how clearly you can explain it to a machine. We are watching the workforce fracture in real time. With development cycles shrinking from months to minutes, the ability to build custom tools is becoming as essential as basic literacy. Waiting for others to build the future for you is a massive strategic disadvantage.